Hello, I'm Jan Macharczyk. I'm the Technology Director at Cake Solutions, and in this videocast we are going to show you how to migrate existing Java EE web application from WebLogic to DM Server. We begin by looking at the structure of the application. As you can see, it's a traditional layered application. We have three layers: the well-known data access, services, and web layers. Each layer has its APIs that the next layer can use. In our example, you can see the localization DAO implemented by Hibernate localization DAO that is then used by the content service and its implementation, the default content service. Finally, the index controller in the web tier uses the content service to display the results. In terms of deployment structure, it is again fairly traditional. We have a firewall and then a load balancer with sticky sessions that distributes the load across three servers with Apache HTTP server and application servers, all application servers talk to the database. So let's have a look at how we can move a plain wire. We begin by starting the DM server. We have the server home variable that points to the installation directory of the DM server, and by running the startup.sh script we start the DM server. And what we are going to do now is we're going to build the ISW application as a plain wire. So we will simply follow the existing build process, and by running ant-dist we will build a traditional wire file. While it's building, let's have a look at the OSGI console, and we will list the status, the short status of all bundles. As you can see, there are 71 bundles. Now we are going to copy the build wire file. As you can see, it's fairly big, 22 megabytes, and we are going to copy this wire into the server home pickup directory. Once the wire is there, the DM server is going to pick it up and it's going to deploy it. So here we see the DM server noticing the new file, and if we list the bundles, you can see that the new bundle with ID 72 has just been started. It's going to take a moment while DM server starts the application. When it's finished, we are going to open the browser and we are just going to have a look and check if it still works. Because DM server uses Tomcat, the default port will be 8080. And with a little bit of wait, there it is. That's the existing J2E application as a wire file, completely deployed. Now, to move on to the new deployment model, such as shared services and shared libraries, we are going to remove the plain old big war file from the service pickup directory, which will undeploy the application. We can verify this by listing all the bundles again. Notice that the bundle 72 is gone, and you can also see the message in the server's output that the application is undeployed. Now, let's have a look at shared libraries wire. In this model, we are going to build the application without all the jar files in webinf lib. Instead, we are going to copy all the referenced libraries as bundles. Notice that the build wire file is now substantially smaller, 1.5 megs, as opposed to 22. This is because all the libraries are not there. However, we need to find them as bundles. The best place to look for the bundles is the SpringSource Enterprise repository. As an example, let's search for Hibernate. You can see that we found two versions of Hibernate. Let's download 3.2.2. We downloaded the library definition, or you can use Ant or Maven. We've done all the hard work already, and we've downloaded all the bundles. We put them in the bundles directory. Now, to deploy them, you need to copy them to server home repository bundles user. And we are also going to copy the shared libraries wire into the server's pickup directory. Next, we are going to start the DM server using the usual commands. Let's go to the server's home directory and run the startup.sh script. And the ISW shared libraries is now being deployed. And it has started. Let's now have a look at the OSGI console. This will show us interesting bundles. Last time there were only 72 bundles. Now you can see there are 106 bundles. This is because all the libraries in the webin folder are now bundles. Let's have a look if the application still works. Well, this certainly looks strange. It almost looks as it worked, but it doesn't display anything. We found that the problem was in the import bundle and import package specification. Let's remove the ISW SLWAR from the pickup directory, which will undeploy the application, and see if we can modify the application's meta-inf descriptor. The dist SL originally did not import package the packages that you will see in the dist SL2 bundle. Namely, these were Org, Apache, Xalan processor, and serializer. With these two import package statements, we can rebuild the application and copy its var archive into the server's pickup directory. The server will pick up the new file, deploy it, and we can once again check whether this has fixed the application. And here it is, running in the shared libraries deployment model. Here it is again, bundle ID 107. That's our shared libraries WAR. Finally, we will look at shared services WAR. We will rebuild the application using the shared services model. Because of the nature of shared services deployment model, there will now be two deployment archives. One that represents the shared services, and one that represents the web module. We need to deploy both of them, but before we do that, we will delete the old shared libraries application. Once the shared libraries version of ISW is uninstalled, undeployed, we will need to install the shared services bundle and the web bundle. To do that, we will copy the shared services bundle to the server's pickup directory. We can verify that it's been picked up and that it's been installed. Here you can see bundle ID 108 is the shared services module of the application. Next, we will copy the web module again to the server's pickup directory. The application will start up. It will start using the shared services bundle. We can verify that both bundles 108 and 109 are running and are active, that the application is still running in the browser. We'll go to the index.html on our localhost, and here it is. We have the application running in the shared services deployment model. If you would like to find out more detail, log on to our website where you can find out more information about the Spring Framework and the DM server and other news